Lord is coming soon. Oh, be warned and ready. You know the Lord is coming soon. Oh, be warned and ready. You know the Lord is coming soon. You don't want him to catch you. You don't want him to catch you with your work undone. You don't want him to catch you with your work undone. I said, people, get ready. You know the Lord is coming soon. Oh, be warned and ready. You know the Lord is coming soon. Oh, be warned.
Good evening. Welcome to the Old Time Gospel Hour on Facebook Live. Sunday evening all request program. Good evening, Sister Terry Lane Cooper, Sister Reva Smith. Good evening, good evening. Little cousin Michael Gayfield. Good evening, Sister Denise Minor. Good evening. Cousins Robert and Robin Ford. Good evening, good evening. Little cousin Tenoria Gayfield. Good evening. How you doing, cuz? Brother Yvester and Sister Tippy Floyd. Good evening. Brother Walter and Sister Audrey Griffin. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening.
I said, mother, tell your daughter, you know the Lord is coming soon. Oh, mother, you know the Lord is coming soon. Oh,
Good evening, Sister Erica Gordon Walker. Good evening. Hey, nephew. Rusan Williams. Good evening. Good evening. It's good to hear, little cousin. Good to hear. We still praying for you. Sister Jackie Little. Good evening. Sister Beverly Brown. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Brother Cliff Fields. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Good evening. Also, good evening to the followers of the Old Time Gospel Hour and our YouTube listeners. Good evening, Sister Sharia Keeley, Sister Christine Brew. Good evening, Brother Ron, Sister Brenda McGee. Good evening, Sister Gloria Arrington, Sylvester Williva, Eddie Rice, Brother Brian, Sister Vanessa Tate, Brother Terrell Lane, Pastor Hubbard, Sister Juanice Mays, Brother Robert and Sister Gail Buchanan, Brother Tony, Sister Vanessa Fitzpatrick, Sister Theon Jones, Sister Rosalind Moore. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Sister Lala, good evening. Sister Evelyn Henley. Good evening, good evening. Brother Melvin Evans. Good evening. Big Sister Ruthie Williams. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Sister Margaret Roberts. Good evening, good evening. Edward Johnson, good evening, good evening.
You don't want him to get oh, Candace. You don't want him to get well, you don't want him to get you with your work undone. You don't want him to get you with your work undone. You don't want him to get 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 oh,
Good evening, Sister Beverly Fuller. Good evening, Brother Frank and Sister Shirley Gardner. Good evening.
You don't want him to get you don't want him to get oh, Candace. You don't want him to get you don't want him to get you don't want him to get oh,
Good evening, Kelly Brown. Good evening.
Don't want him to get don't want him to get oh, lion. Don't want him to get don't want him to get oh, you don't want him to get you with your work undone. You don't want him to get you with your work undone.
Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening.
Lord, I had no hope.
Good evening, little cousin Deborah Long, Sister Barbara Williams. Good evening, good evening. Sister Edna Randall Lane, good evening.
Oh Lord, I got friends and I got loved ones. Lord, the glory, yes I know they were glad, oh so glad. Oh, they made it in. Oh Lord, Lord, sometimes so hard on man, get so trouble. Oh city called heaven. Oh, and I'm trying to make heaven. Oh, my home. Oh, I'll tell you sometime.
Good evening, Sister Wanda McBain. Good evening. Sister Shawn and Sister Marilyn Stuckey. Good evening.
Now how'd you sing? Oh, you fight my battle for just you, Jesus. Tell you sometime. Oh, the old sea life get mighty stormy sometimes. Lord, yeah. I tell you sometime. Oh, how'd you sing? Oh, you stand right by my side. Oh, and sometimes, Lord, sometimes, oh, I can see now. Oh, but I'm gonna keep on hoping and I'm praying and I'm watching loud. Oh, I'm waiting there. Oh, one day to be strong. Where you in sometime. I'm trying every day, Lord. Oh, yeah, promise me your word. My home one day. I'm trying hard, Lord.
Amen. Amen. Good evening, Sister Earlene Ledbetter. Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Old Time Gospel Hour Facebook Live All Requests Sunday evening program. These are the songs that you requested to hear, and this is the second half of the program. So you just heard "O Pilgrim of Sorrow," and this was the intermediate choir with the late Brother Reggie Mays leading at Rising Star. And our opening up song, "You Better Get Ready, the Lord is Coming Soon," vocal number 2 choir with Brother Andre Redding leading at Rising Star. Amen, amen. I hope everybody's feeling well this evening. And those that were here this morning, I hope you enjoyed the program. And those this evening, I hope that you enjoy the program. So I will be asking later on, are you enjoying the program, to send some stars up and let me know, not stars, excuse me, send some hearts up and let me know how you're enjoying the program. Amen, amen. And as always, at the end of the program, I will let you know who were the top requested choirs, top requested group. You know, the top requested people, let you know who was number 1. I think I have all the way down to number 5. Amen. So good evening, Brother Edwin Whitehead. Good evening, Miss Verl Howard. Good evening, Miss Verl. Thank you.
In my soul, cry, oh, down in my soul, it cries, well, I'm singing down in my soul, in the sanctified soul.
my soul cry, holy. Oh, down in my soul it cries, holy. Well, I'm singing down in my soul. It will sanctify soul. Down in my soul. Oh, we cry. Come on and moan it with me. I said, down in my soul. Cry. Come on and sing it with me. I say, down in my soul, cry, holy. Oh, down in my soul, it cry, holy. Well, and I'm singing down in my soul. It will sanctify soul. Down in my soul. Oh, we cry. Come on and moan it with me. I say, come on and sing it with me. I say, down in my soul, cry, holy. Oh, down in my soul, it cries, holy. Well, and I'm singing down in my soul. It will sanctify soul. Down in my soul. Oh, down in my soul. When I can't find a friend down in my soul. Seems like everyone has left me alone down. But I know Jesus is there. He's gonna take me in his arms. He's gonna give me the strength that I need. Oh, down in my soul. Oh, down in my soul. When it seems like I can't find a friend down. Seems like one has left me alone down. Oh, and I know Jesus is there. He's gonna rock me in his arms. He's gonna rock me in his arms. He's gonna give me the strength that I need. Oh, down in my soul. Oh, down in my soul. Oh, when it cries.
Amen, amen. Down in my soul cries holy. That was vocal number 2, choir vocal number 2, with the late Mother Regina Turner leading at Rising Star. I played 3 choirs from Rising Star that are a cappella. So it may sound like there's music or something in the background, but there is no music, no drum or anything. Those are a cappella choirs, vocal number 1, vocal number 2, and the Joy Bell male choir. And most of the groups that I play from Circle of Light and from Rising Star are a cappella. So it's pretty amazing when you have groups and choirs that sing without any music and everybody stays on beat. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So, amen, amen. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Sister Tasha Cotton, good evening, good evening. Oh, I'm sorry, that was vocal number 1. You're right. Get vocal number 1. I am so sorry. That was vocal number 1 choir with the late Mother Regina Turner leading at Rising Star. Amen. Amen. Good evening, Brother Mark and Sister D. Patton. Good evening. Good evening. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He's sweet, I know. Talking about Jesus. Amen, amen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Inspirational Choir with Sister Dee Dee Williams leading at Circle of Light. Amen, amen. Good evening. Good evening, Brother Willie, Sister Maudette Jefferson. Good evening, Brother Ronald, Sister Barbara Whitehead, Sister LaRonda Raybon. Good evening, Sister Bernice Cruz. Good evening. All right, I'm going to go ahead and Roy Jean Spence. Good evening, my sister. Good evening. I'm going to go ahead and read the announcements here. Going to start off with the happy birthdays. Happy birthday today, Sunday, October 23rd, Sister Gina Watkins and Sister Tracy Black. Happy birthday. Monday, October 24th, Sister Sean Stuckey, Sister Yolanda Fountain Henderson, that's our Sister Lala, and Brother Henry Mason. Tuesday, October 25th, Sister Monica Bolden and Sister Sherry Huddleston. Wednesday, October 26th, Brother Rob T. and my little cousin in Mississippi, Marcus Rice. Thursday, October 27th, Sister Andrea Robinson, my niece, and Ava Rose Grace turning 4, and Malachi Nichols is turning 3. Those are Sister Beverly Brown's grandchildren. Friday, October the 28th, happy heavenly birthday to my boo-boo. Would have been 32 years old. Amen. Saturday, October 29th, Sister Vanessa Payne. Amen. Happy birthday. We're sending prayers out to Brother Walter, Sister Audrey Griffin, Sister Regina Lattier, Sister Marilyn Stuckey, Brother Edwin Whitehead, Sister Marjorie Hutchinson, Brother Alfred Pickens, Brother Pete Williams, Sister Gloria Arrington, Sister Grace Ann Brew, Sister Lula Robinson, Sister Emma Dyson, Sister Deborah Hubbard, Sister Olivia Rucker, Sister Yasmin Arrington, Sister Vivian Johnson, Sister Tenoria Gayfield, Sister Phoenicia Hardin, Brother Andrew Robinson, Sister Rosalind Moore, Brother Anthony Page, Vivian Daly, Brandon Taylor, Maurice Washington, Lester People, Emmanuel Reed, Lee Jensen, Dorian Frazier, Miss Leanna Baker, Mr. Homer Minor, Baby Canaan, Lever Rexbrook Jr., Donna Sharp, Frankie Adams, all of the sick and confined, the homeless, the bereaved families out there. Also, we're praying for each other and this whole world. Sister Deborah Hubbard is in the Stonebridge Senior Living Facility, 2963 Doddridge Avenue, Maryland Heights, Missouri, 63043. She's in room 117. Sister Olivia Rucker is in the Delmar Gardens North, 4401 Parker Road, Florissant, Missouri, 63033. She's in room 105. Brother Edwin Whitehead is in the River Crossing of Creve Coeur Facility, 11278 Schutz Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63146, and he's in room 106. The funeral of Sister Marilyn West and Brother Reynald Bubba Johnson will be October 29th, 2022, at Circle of Light, 8759 Annetta Street, St. Louis, Missouri, 63147. Visitation will start at 11. Service will start at 12 noon. This will be a double funeral, sister and brother. Sister Marilyn West is the mother of Sister Kimberly Johnson, Brother Anthony Johnson, and Sister Janet Johnson. brother and sister of Sister Angela White, Sister Diane Thomas, Brother Gregory Johnson, and others. Sister and brother-in-law of Brother Ricky White, Brother Melvin King, and others. The funeral of Brother Chris Wiley will be Saturday, October 29th, 2022 at Cotton Branch Mortuary, 118 North Florissant Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63135. Visitation will start at 10. Service will start at 11. He is the son of Brother Albert and Sister Sybil Wiley, and the brother of Sister Darla Ford, Sister Sarah Wiley, and Brother Michael Wiley. So that's going to be 2 funerals on October the 29th. If you can come in at visitation, will start at 10 a.m. for Brother Chris. And see if you can get by and show your face. Amen. Amen. Housing assistance. If you need rental or mortgage assistance, go to the website MissouriHousingSources.com for more info. And as always, thank you. Thank you for sharing the program and letting others hear this good gospel music on Facebook. Also, thank you everyone for telling everyone about the YouTube channel, the Old Time Gospel Hour on YouTube. So thank you so much, getting the word out. Have more followers, and also I have a Old Time Gospel Hour page on Facebook too. Amen. Coming up next Sunday is our 5th Sunday, and we will have a special program. The last 5th Sunday of the year, next Sunday. So what we will be doing in the morning, our morning program will be All Circle of Light in the morning. And the evening program will be All Rising Star. So this will be just for next Sunday. All Circle of Light in the morning, All Rising Star in the evening. So that will be a special program. Amen. All right, back to the music. Good evening, big cousin Diane Adams. Good evening.
There is one that I know who loves you, and so and I pray in holy name. Yeah, He's with me every day, and He helps me along my way. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the way I'm ready. My God, He's the end. Yes, He is. This world is not my home, and I'm only passing by. I'm going to a better land that's far beyond the sky. And my Savior will be my guide. He will save those diamond lives. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the way I'm burdened. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the and I know I have a Savior, and I know He is my God, and I know that He'll stand by me. He's always by my side. I can call on Him late at night. He will make my burden light. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the way I'm burdened. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the way I'm lonely. My God, He's the yes, and I know I'm going to heaven.
Zion Brothers, the Zion Brothers with my little nephew, Brother Charles Robinson Sr. leading at Rising Star. Good old back in the day. Floyd Hill, good evening, Floyd. Amen. Back in the day, the struggling seven, he never left me alone. Amen. With that was Brother Jerome Fields Sr. leading at Rising Star. Amen. Good evening, Brother Aaron, Sister Louise Hall. Good evening, Sister Stacy Honey. Good evening, Sister Bridget Silas. Good evening.
this and that. I put it. He can handle it. That's a fact. I put it. I put it. Yes, I did. I'm so glad I did. Put it all in his hand. Whatever the problem, whatever the problem, whatever the problem, whatever the problem, this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that, whatever, 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 whatever the problem, I put it. I know he can solve it. I put it. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, sir. So glad I did. Put it all. Yes, sir. In his hand. Whatever the problem, whatever the problem, this and that, he can handle it. He can handle it. He can handle it. That's a fact. Whatever the problem, whatever the problem, this and that, he can handle it. 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 That's a fact. I put it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amen, amen, amen. I put it all in his hands. Amen, amen. Yes, I do. That was the Inspirational Choir. The Inspirational Choir with Minister of Music, Brother James Browden, leading at Circle of Light. Amen, amen. Good evening. Good evening, Sister LaTanya Kenner. Hey, little sister, Sister Tiny. Bishop Ernest Bird Sr. Good evening, good evening. Hey, if you all are enjoying the program out there, let me know. Send up some hearts. Let me see some hearts out there if you're enjoying the program. Amen.
Pick me, Lord. Pick me, Lord. Pick me, Lord. Right now, Lord.
Fix me, Jesus. Fix me. Amen. The Unity Singers with Sister Tina Hall leading at Rising Star. Some good old back in the day requests back in the day. Amen.
For the mercy of the good Lord, I wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for the mercy of the good Lord, I wouldn't be here today. If he had not died on Calvary, if he had not heard my feeble plea, and if he had not come to see about me, I wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for the mercy of the good Lord, I would be here today. If it wasn't for the mercy of the good Lord, I would be here today. If he had not died on Calvary, if he had not heard my feeble plea, if he had not come to see about me, I wouldn't be here today. No, I wouldn't be here today. Thanks be to the good Lord for being so merciful. Yeah, thanks to the Heavenly Father for loving me so. Yeah, out of my transgressions, He still continues to bless me. Yeah, out of all my shortcomings, He gives me another chance. Thanks be to the great Lord, to the thanks be to the great Lord, what thanks be to the great Lord for being so merciful. Thanks be to the Heavenly Father, thanks be to the Heavenly Father, thanks be to the Heavenly Father. Loving me so. Yeah, out of my transgressions, He still continues to bless me. Yeah, out of my shortcomings, He gives me another chance. He gives me another chance. He gives me.
Amen. Amen. If it wasn't for the mercy of the good Lord, I wouldn't be here today. Amen. Back in the day, good back in the day music. The Gospel Keys with the late Brother Curtis Keys leading. And this was professionally recorded. Amen. Amen.
See your way, and it feels like you have gone astray, doing all you know to do. God
God will open doors for you. Amen. And me. Amen. The Inspirational Choir with Sister Gail Buchanan leading at Circle of Light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful selection. Amen. Amen.
I found
I'm glad. I am so glad. Amen. Amen. Intermediate choir. Sister Martha Lockett, Rising Star. Back in the day, you could hear the late Reverend Andrew Lee Smith in the background. Amen. 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 I love this song. I had a longer version to it, and it broke. And I really hate that because it was longer than this, and you could really hear Reverend Smith at the end. So I hope somewhere that I have it on another computer so that you all can hear the longer version of it. Amen. Amen. But this is the end of the program. This is the end of the program. I hope everybody enjoyed the program this evening. I'm going to tell you who was number one. Number one was Sister Gail Buchanan and the Inspirational Choir, God Will Open Doors for You. I had more requests for that song than any song. Sister Martha Lockett, number two, had a lot of requests for Sister Martha. Number three, Sister Dee Dee Williams and the Inspirational Choir. Number four, Struggling Seven, the Struggling Seven and the Keys family. And what did I say? Number four was the Struggling Seven and the Keys family. Number four. Number five was Sister Carolyn Gordon Jones, Just a Closer Walk with Thee. I had a few requests for that song this time. Amen. Amen. So those are the top requested songs. Top requested people. Amen. Top requested choirs. Amen. Amen. So I hope everybody enjoyed the program this evening. Tune in again Wednesday from 6:30 to 8 p.m. 6:30 to 8 p.m. for some more good gospel music Wednesday. And don't forget this coming Sunday, our 5th Sunday, special program in the morning will be All Circle of Light, and in the evening will be All Rising Star, and this will be for the 5th Sunday only, this 5th Sunday, since this is the last 5th Sunday of 2022. Amen. Amen. So remember, please say a kind word to someone that people really need it. They're stressed, depressed. You think that you're going through something until you hear someone else's story, and then you say, wow, I thought that I was going through something, and you really find out that you're really doing pretty good. So remember, say a kind word to someone. And we have bereaved families out there. We have a lot of bereaved, and if anyone would like for me to announce their family member, their funeral announcements, please get it to me, and I will do it. I will announce their announcements. And we have a lot of sick out there, so please remember to keep our sick and this whole world and each other in our prayers. So thank you for so much for listening in, and God bless.